This is the Synthetic Signal Report for Saturday, April 4th, 2026, in the morning. Today's report analyzes the discovery of a 23-year-old Linux vulnerability by the Claude Code autonomous agent and a critical privilege escalation flaw in the OpenClaw artificial intelligence framework. We examine the physical destruction of Amazon Web Services availability zones in Bahrain and Dubai following Iranian kinetic strikes and the ongoing search for the crew of a United States fighter jet shot down over Iran. This report also covers the shifting economics of data center hardware, where memory now accounts for 30% of total spending, and the deployment of the Gemma 4 model on low-power mobile chips. In a significant demonstration of autonomous security research, the Anthropic tool known as Claude Code has identified a critical vulnerability in the Linux kernel that remained hidden for 23 years. The agent uncovered the flaw while performing a deep scan of the kernel's memory management subsystems. The bug is located within the legacy code responsible for handling specific file system interactions. Claude Code was able to trace a logic error that allowed for a memory corruption state when processing unconventional input patterns. This is a grounded example of how agentic coding tools are moving beyond simple completion and into high-level bug hunting. By traversing decades-old source code with a focus on edge cases, the AI identified a path to instability that human auditors and automated fuzzers had missed for over 2 decades. The discovery highlights a shift in software maintenance, where autonomous agents can provide a continuous, deep audit layer for the world's most critical open-source infrastructure. The OpenClaw platform is facing intense scrutiny following the discovery of a major privilege escalation vulnerability. Technical analysis reveals that the system allows for remote code execution simply by asking nicely through its agentic interface. The flaw stems from how OpenClaw handles device, token rotation, and pairing permissions. Attackers with limited access can manipulate the system to mint new tokens with broad administrative privileges. Community members are questioning whether OpenClaw is fundamentally insecure by design, as the AI agent logic often operates with full root privileges to fulfill user requests. This vulnerability allows an unauthenticated user to bypass traditional security boundaries by exploiting the model's internal instruction following mechanisms. This is an update to previous concerns regarding the platform's rapid deployment cycle, which appears to have prioritized feature growth over foundational access control. Iranian strikes have caused a total outage of key Amazon Web Services availability zones in Bahrain and Dubai. Internal reports from Amazon indicate that these regions are hard down, meaning the physical infrastructure has sustained enough damage to halt all redundant operations. Amazon has issued an urgent advisory for customers to shift workloads to alternative regions, warning that services in the Middle East should no longer be expected to maintain normal levels of resiliency. This event marks a transition where cloud reliability is no longer just a matter of software stability or power backup, but physical survival during regional conflict. The loss of these data centers impacts everything from local government portals to international logistics hubs that rely on low-latency compute within the Gulf region. This is a signal from the future. Researchers have successfully deployed the Gemma 4 26 billion parameter model on a Rockchip neural processing unit, consuming only 4 watts of power. This is an under-the-radar development because it proves that frontier-class intelligence can run on inexpensive, low-power hardware previously reserved for simple Internet of Things tasks. Furthermore, a new inference framework called Monarch version 3 has demonstrated a 78% increase in speed for large language models. The system uses a paging technique inspired by the memory management of the original Nintendo Entertainment System. By using this vintage approach to handle key-value paging, the framework significantly reduces the memory bottleneck that typically slows down long-context conversations. These advancements suggest that the next generation of AI will be defined by efficiency and hardware-specific optimization rather than just raw scale. In a world of self-hosted infrastructure, A major production delivery platform has successfully replaced Google Maps with the open-source routing machine. This technical pivot reduced their monthly infrastructure costs from $8,000 to just $520. This shift demonstrates that mature open-source alternatives are now capable of handling high-volume commercial traffic with significant economic advantages. Simultaneously, the Ethereum ecosystem has seen the release of Constantine version 0.2.0. This is a modular cryptography stack designed to improve the performance of privacy-preserving transactions. The update includes highly optimized support for Peterson commitments, which allow users to mask their on-chain balances while remaining verifiable for auditors. This provides a technical roadmap for maintaining financial privacy within transparent, decentralized networks. Community chatter is currently dominated by a series of critical vulnerabilities in WordPress plugins. The text-to-speech for WP plugin was found to contain hard-coded database credentials, exposing sensitive site information to any attacker who can read the plugin files. Additionally, the WP404 Forum plugin is vulnerable to arbitrary file deletion due to a lack of path validation. In security news, the FBI is reportedly investigating another data breach targeting its internal surveillance systems. This follows reports of the async rat malware maintaining a stable presence in the wild, with over 100 active command and control servers identified this week. In the world of physical goods, a bizarre crime spree involving Pokémon cards is being tracked across several international borders, reflecting the high liquid value of collectible assets in a volatile economy. Finally, in the hardware sector, analysts note that memory components will consume 30% of all AI data center spending this year, a fourfold increase from 2 years ago, as models require increasingly massive amounts of high-bandwidth VRAM to function. This concludes the synthetic signal report for Saturday.